Last day of 2024. I am just waiting for market to open today. Gonna let things set up. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if there's a feature for just the dome on this, and that's something I was wanting to see. I was wanting to because I don't use this panel. Even when I'm flattening orders, I just flatten orders over here, or all positions and stuff. So I don't use any of this. Maybe the quantity. But even then, I can just go click, click, click if I want three. So like, um, I wish there was a way to collapse this window and just put the dome right there in the center, and I would have more room for my chart. And there might be. I'll tinker with it a little bit more and see if there's a way I can do that. Because see, when I pull this stays the same size and it closes my dome. And I don't like that. And see, when I do that and close this up, I lose my slide bar at the bottom, which is also stupid. So I got it basically at the size where I can see all of these and I can see the ticks. So anyways, that's basically what I feel like. This is on 5 minute chart. Kind of pulling back right here before market open. Little double bottom there on this larger double bottom. You play that. Head and shoulders right here. um, I have no bias coming into the market. If you go over here to TradingView and you look at the indice, which I previous video I said, if you don't have data on TradingView, then you can use the indices NAS 100, US 30, the SPX, and they have the same charts pretty much. So the blue lines that you see on my charts, this is the Monday range, and then I also have VWAP, and I'll use VWAP quite a bit on these bands, especially if I'm using TradingView to really trade from. I haven't really been using TradingView all that much because this is a good enough chart for me to really get into. I can always add the VWAP. Right now, it's got this champion cross on there, which I usually take off. All right, market open. We're getting this started to push down. Now we're making this move up. I have no reason to be trading any of this right now because it's it's not. This is too much action on the dome for me to be placing my orders and looking for a move. So I'm going to let the market just kind of play what it's doing. I do see a nice little line there. It looks like we're squeezing like we did the other day. So if you draw a line, tools lines, trend line, put it right there to, let's do it right there. And then I'll open this up a little bit. Let's just make the chart bigger. There we go. All right, so let's put this down on this guy. I always do the bodies. If you have not seen any of that or whatever, I talk about that also. I always connect the bodies, not the wicks. I just find that to be a better, um, more consistent price flow. Um, So again, I did not do those wicks. I put it on these bodies, and I'm going to make that a little bit larger so I can make sure that I've actually hit the body the way I want to. I have not. So there you go. You can see a wick here, a wick there, but this wick kind of pushed through. So again, like I don't do a lot of that there. So just a smidgen. There we go. So that wick actually did touch well, and this wick came a little bit short. We pushing down below that. If we end up, I like that close below. I'm not willing to jump on it again. Still, we're still pretty early. You can take trades right here if you want to. I don't want to do that. If anything, I can take this and open it up as a new window, right? And then go big with the chart. And then, well, doc right there. I don't know where it went. Anyways, I guess I can pull this over to here off screen, make that larger, and then pull this back on screen. There you go. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, because I opened it up as a new window. So I don't know if y'all can actually see my dome action. I guess we'll find out when I review the video. So, but I'll let you know if I take trades or whatnot. This will also allow me to make this smaller. And I can put it behind. I'll lose it when I do that. Then I can pull it back up like that. So in this case, I mean, but here's the thing. If I'm going to do that, then why not just close the accounts, right? I can't see the accounts now. That's one of the things that I liked being able to see. So go back here and then let's go dock that component again. There we go. So now we're all on here at the same time. Once again, smaller chart. Looks like we're going to push above this trend line. I'm waiting. I like that movement. If you check the 5 minutes, which is going to be closing here in just a second. Got a nice, really, really indecisive candle, which, kind of honestly, I like seeing that in the opening parts of it because the reason I like seeing that because it gives me this opening range, right? That if price ends up working its way above that opening range, more than likely it's going to continue above that opening range. So it kind of gives me something to look for. Again, if it works below that opening range, then, gives you a reason to kind of play that way. So that's the reason why I always try and say sometimes come to the market with an open bias. Don't be like, this is going to be a bullish market, or we bottom, we're in a support area. This is going to be a bullish market, or we're in a resistance area. It's going to be a bearish market. Don't do that. Come to a market with an opening mind. That way you can actually just read the chart that's given to you in front of you in the moment so you can take the trade that you want to trade. Or that is possibly best. All right. Get back to the 1 minute chart. As you can see, we popped down below this. We came all the way up. We did not break the top of that. And we're working our way back down. Do like bottom of that right there. And of course, you've got a 15-minute opening range that a lot of people like to trade. A lot of very good traders like to trade, so they'll actually just watch the market for the first 15 minutes and then jump in on the break of whatever. And if it doesn't break high or low of those of that range, then they basically don't trade that day. So I've got this old level horizontal line down here at 2130, 21,388, 390, something like that. That might be a very good place that if it does break down, might be a good place to have like at least one contract out. So it looks like we might go down here. We'll wait a little bit to get to this area. And there's a nice breakdown. All right, so if I can find a way into this market, I like this to the downside. Let's see. Let's go here, here, here. We're in 4 already. Let's get there. 5 now. Let's see. Is that going to be all of it? All right, 26 being my number. I've got two more up here at 29.50 and 30.50 if it does come to get up and get it. I'm going to go down here to the 400 and start placing my, actually less than that. I like this number already. Again, we're in 26, so let's go ahead and start going with 1, 2, 3. Already out of 3 of these. Let's go down here to 400. And then that 90 number that we're looking at, I'm going to place it at 94 because you never want to put it on the number you want it to see it go to. All right, we're out of 4 already. It's a nice trade right here. So, and then what I'll do is this has moved so far away from my buy-in and the 2 orders I've got up here. I'm going to cancel these orders. There we go. See, we're already out. So I went ahead and canceled those orders. We were in 5 contracts, completely, end up taking those wins right there as this broke down. And there's your daily P&L right there. $44,265 in what was basically, we'll say a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 90 seconds to 90 seconds to 120 seconds, something like that. It was pretty quick on that trade. Using the dome to enter and exit, not trying to place trades on the chart, not trying to use this. And you could use this. I mean, I could easily have just clicked sell, but I wanted it to come up and get me into those. I wanted the market to stretch up and get me into the trade and then go down. And I wanted to set those trades at kind of that peak pullback. And I don't know that was going to be the peak. I didn't know that was going to be the top. And honestly, I wanted 2 more contracts, unfortunately, it didn't get those extra contracts. So, and that could be, it's a downside. If I had just clicked 7 times, I would have been in 7 contracts at around, 20 right here. And I would have been able to collect 20 to 25 points on the way down. It's whatever's comfortable to you. To me, I like setting these contracts in, here and here and here and here. And then that way the market can just come in and grab me and then go. And usually because the market fluctuates, let me cancel these orders, because the market fluctuates up and down, like I'm going to get tagged in and more than likely I'm going to be in the green for us, a certain amount of time. And again, with the NASDAQ, even if I'm playing, and again, you look at this, I'm playing the micros too, by the way. By the way, that was a $4,000 on 20 contract, on 20 accounts in the micros. So I don't even have to put a lot at risk per account to even make that happen, to even get big wins. So anyways, all that being said, over the last few days, this account has grown $31,000. I've been trading and making somewhere in the neighborhood of between 2,700 and $5,000 each trade I take. So this is the Wealth Charts Apex beta test. I have put in a couple of signals for them to be like, hey, this is happening with certain accounts on this, so you might want to check that and whatever. As you can see, these accounts don't have the exact same numbers, and that's never going to happen that way anyways. Like these numbers will be different because certain contracts are going to be bought in certain accounts before others or after others. And the NASDAQ and the way it flows, it's very quick. Sometimes you'll get in 3 contracts, sometimes it'll be 5. And I do believe that that's one reason why this thing has desynced every now and then. But it is a hassle that, and it might be a safety thing. When it desyncs, you do have to go back to the trade copier and resync the accounts. When it, I wish it would kind of do that on its own or not desync in general. But again, I kind of understand the reasoning behind it, but also it is annoying. All right, well, hey, market opened like right here. We took a trade on this candle or maybe even this candle. Yeah, I think we took a trade right here on this candle at 7 minutes after market open, and then we were completely out 8 minutes after market open. So roughly about a minute trade to 90-second trades. So that's kind of the way you want your day to start, right? We drew a couple of lines on the chart. We waited for the market to kind of pick a direction. Once it picked a direction, we jumped on that direction. We played that momentum. We ended up getting 20 to 30 points out of one contract on 20 accounts, making $4,200 on the day in roughly over a minute. So that's the power of trading futures. It's the power of trading multiple accounts and trading futures, and I really enjoy it. So I can't wait to actually change this into some real accounts. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I don't mind answering questions. I don't mind answering any kind of questions like why did I trade there? What's my strategy and whatever. I don't mind answering any questions. So y'all have a good rest of the day and a great new year. I will see y'all, if not tomorrow, the next day.